I hop down the stairs 2 at a time, 3 at a time. Like you see, just like run all the way to the door, open it halfway, shut it, and turn to Colt. He goes, grab the pizza. We're leaving. Knocking. I just start honking my horn.
I think Otis is here.
I just yell, get in, you losers!
I'll open the window and say, just stop honking! Give me a minute!
Taking too long!
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What? You don't want a little bit of adventure on a Saturday night?
Yeah, but like, why are we getting mad? Where are we going?
Listen, what we saw today, I don't know what you saw. All I know is I saw something, and I want to get to the bottom of it. And from what I saw, I can't trust anybody but you. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this, and we're gonna go straight to the freaking source that's causing all this bullshit.
We're like, I know you want to figure this out and find, but like, nobody gets into the loop if they don't work in the loop. They don't work in the loop.
Our mom does.
But we don't. They don't let us in.
I don't. Okay, I'm not the smart one here, okay? I don't know. I don't have any answers for you. I don't know. I don't have a plan. I just, all I can do is drive. I don't want to be in the house. I don't want to be in that bed. I don't want to look at that hockey stick and wonder what the fuck is going on. And I don't want to keep thinking about what I saw when I touched that stupid freaking whatever. I don't know who else I can talk to or turn to. And the only place that I can possibly think that might have answers is this freaking building. And I don't know where else to go.
Alara reaches forward, squeeze on the shoulder, and goes, well, admittedly, the gates are kind of like the front door, not really the best place to sneak in, but gates mean fence. You can scale a fence. I mean, we're just kids. What are they going to do if they catch us? We can just pretend we were doing dares or something stupid. Or we don't get caught.
I like not getting caught.
We'll make it a priority.
That's normal.
Have a corruption bar. So as you guys abscond into the forest that is inside the Loops facility, we see one 2-foot stalk sticking out of the ground, blinking red. And we see that it looks up at the jacket. You see Trivedi written on the inside name tag, or written on the inside tag of that jacket.
Go fuck yourself.
You
Yeah.
already made us late.
Yeah.
You're already
ass.
late. You piece of shit.
There. Now
There you go.
now KP's in charge.
Great.
KP, run the show. You want to
Yeah,
sass
fuck you,
me?
KP.
You want to sass me earlier? You fucking jerk.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Hello, everybody. My name is KP, and you are on the unMadeGaming's channel, where I actually have to do someone else's job, the actual person, the goddamn asshole over there, little smug face over there. I see what's going on. So
Listen.
I'll do it, Mike. I'll call you on your bluff, Mike. I'll do it. Shut up.
Listen, you have to go like this. Here's how it goes. It goes, arise, minions, and
Arise!
welcome to unMade
Yeah,
Gaming.
you can't forget
And
the
welcome to
bunions.
Yeah, you can't forget
Onions?
that.
Onions?
No.
Yes, onions.
Arise, minions, and
Everybody
welcome to
miss us?
unMade Gaming. We are here for another episode of Glenbrook Unhallowed. Welcome back to the chaos that is this show and these terrible humans. God damn it. If you like what we do here and you want to support the chaos, the best way to do that is the Patreon link down below. While you're down there, hit that Discord. Join us in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. And as always, in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you will see the corruption bar. That bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills, I get to the hell I want to these wonderful players. And two, every single dollar that goes into that bar goes back to these wonderful faces that you see here before you. See, now if you were a real professional KP, you have that written down and you can do it that fast. But I'm both from New England and Italian, so it's hard to top that speed.
Hey, bada bing, bada boom. Get it the fuck done.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly what
That
Mike's
being
like,
said,
too.
Jesus. That being said, we're here. We're ready.
Jeez.
We're doing some stuff. I know they're not working, G. You know, it's fucking riot in here. I have no control. Community managers calling me out. My players are calling me out. Sons of bitches.
We all don't identify male. Okay? Mike?
Does someone in the chat say gabagool?
Yes, hey, gabagool.
Hey, bada boom.
Wally,
Bada bing.
don't you start.
Hey, Wally.
I will climb a lamppost and fight you. Let's play Tales from the Loop. Who
Is that
runs
what we're
this
doing
channel?
tonight?
Who runs this show?
Is that what's happening?
Go to if you don't like what's happening right now, go to Patreon and give me money so I can hire someone to do my job.
Hire other more competent cast.
Yeah, hire other more competent employees to run production. We haven't played since before Christmas time, so we're gonna do that now. As we saw in the recap that I so professionally did myself, you guys are fucked. You guys climbed a fence to the loop. There was definitely a camera that definitely saw the name Trivedi in there. You don't know that. You're wandering inside the loop. So we fade into the darkness of the night as you guys have absconded into the razor wire fence of the loop, the razor wire fenced in boundary of the loop. My question for you, the four of you who have never been inside the loop before, where are you going?
Fuck if I know. I ain't in
Following
charge here.
Otis?
Are we? Oh, we're so fucked.
You were the one who wanted to come in here.
Well, that was the
That
idea
is
suggestion,
true.
yes.
You did kind of. No, it
Oh.
wasn't a suggestion. Otis definitely was like, "Get in, bitches. We're gonna break into the loop."
I mean,
Colt, did you just say the B word?
oh, we're already. Oh.
Oh, don't tell my mom. Look, we're already gonna be in really big trouble.
Yeah.
Did you think to bring a flashlight? Do we have any source of here? How dark is it?
It's dark. It's nighttime.
Okay.
I have a backpack that probably has a bunch of accessories in it.
The
Mike, would I have a
Cult is
flashlight?
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, basically.
Let's see here.
Want me to roll? I can roll.
No, I'm gonna play this game. What would you roll to see if you have flashlight? You may spend.
Activate?
No. you were, so here's the thing, is you might not even have a backpack. You were in the kitchen holding a half normal pizza, half disgusting pizza when he grabbed you and said, "Let's go."
Motherfucker. Guess what I gotta carry my iconic item in? A backpack. It's on my goddamn items list.
I'll
So
give you that.
Suck it.
I'll give you that. So, what I'll say is
Okay.
you can again use your iconic item as a flashlight like you did in the first episode, or you can spend a luck point and have an actual good flashlight.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna go ahead and use my loud gas-powered RC vehicle.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't alert anybody.
I'm gonna die.
You can't even get into character. You're all fucking chaos.
I haven't gotten into Alara's character yet at all because I just can't breathe.
I don't know what to tell y'all. I've been talking as cold this whole time.
I know, especially when you said motherfucker. Especially.
That's true.
You
So you
not.
you toggle the flange and this thing speeds up. It goes to an idle of. It is a low constant idle as this thing runs. But you have two little headlamps in this RC car that lead about 2 feet in front of you. But it's better than nothing.
Looks like we can at least see.
Well, Captain, how do we get in?
What can I see, Mike?
Nothing, KP, it's dark.
I assume I see. Wait, no, this is a government facility. You would think that they have like floodlights and things, and some sort of illumination for regular employees to walk around.
You would think that. You would think that had you driven in the front gate and followed the road, but you climbed the fence into the land around the facility. So you are about 15 feet from forest, and in front of you just stretches forest for miles.
I don't even see like the silhouette of a building.
No. The vaguest notion you have is that is that Colt knows that the main building is in the center of the fence line.
Does
Okay.
anybody have a compass or anything? Or I don't know. I probably have bobby pins. Does anybody have a magnet and some water?
Just Boy Scout this shit.
You know, if we're just trying to get to the center, you know, that would maybe we just walk straight because we came in the side. So, you know, if like
Smart.
like on a pie graph or something like that, I don't know. You start at the side and you just walk straight and eventually you'll get to the center, right?
Mhm.
I like the way you think.
I love
All right.
what you think.
Okay.
I don't think anybody else would have explained how to walk in a straight line in so much detail.
Whoever would like to navigate, please roll me a comprehend.
Oh, what is my where is my comprehend? Oh, there it is. Oh, actually, I can do that. Let me try.
Mhm.
Let's see what beautiful things happened today. Wait, hold up. I'm way scrolled up. Oh, no success. Well, actually, technically, I would have had I not been upset. So,
Would you
So
have?
what you're saying is you had a failure and did a 180 turn.
yeah. Yeah.
You
I was
rolled
like,
a 1,
way.
a 4, and a 2. None of those were a success.
Oh. I don't know how to read this. I don't get it.
So 0 successes. So you take what Mac had said, which is let's just go in a straight line. And being the de facto leader of this shit show, you start walking in a straight line directly
Biggest shit show there is.
into the forest.
I take out my hockey stick and I'm like, that way. And I just start walking very confidently. And anything that gets in my way, I just kind of thwack it out of the way with my hockey stick, kind of like pretending like it's a machete.
It's gonna get stuck.
The hockey stick?
Of course you
Remember
do.
there being a forest?
Yeah, I'm not aware that hockey sticks are sharp enough to cut through
Listen,
branches.
listen. Do you have anything better to kind of move things out of the way? No.
Yeah.
She's a
And then
bobby
she
pin.
just like lifts a
I've
branch
literally
slowly
shifted
and
humans with
ducks
this.
underneath and goes, this works.
Well, you know what? Well, why don't you walk ahead then?
Okay, fine.
Fine.
Come on, Mac.
Freaking everybody just
Got my skateboard in
Today.
front of me like a shield,
Uh,
just in case any of the branches that just in case any of the branches that you move fall back and hit me. Like
100% how she's just Stormy. She's like, and she's just like on a mission, but she's also herself, but she's not, she's just like, come follow and just, they're thwacking behind you. I'm so sorry.
Wait, are you going in the direction I pointed?
Let's, I guess, roll to find out.
roll me comprehend to see if you can decide a better direction.
All right. I had 2 successes.
Okay. That is better than 0 successes. Cool. So yeah, you clearly see that like the direction Ojas had pointed, like once he got into the woods, was definitely not going to lead you in a straight line towards the center. So you kind of reassess, and you're fairly certain that the path you're on, if you walk straight for long enough time, you should hit something. If there is a building in the center, you'll probably run into that, as long as no one finds you first. So as you begin to walk, you're in a fairly dense area of forest. It's all like coniferous, like pine trees and that kind of thing. It is New England after all. And as you're walking through this, you notice that it's kind of like hilly, but most of the hills are leading down. Every once in a while, you'll see like the hills rise up on the left and right of you somewhere, but you're generally going down in this kind of way as you approach. You can see through the trees overhead. You can see like stars, and you can see the moon. So there's just enough light that you can see that kind of thing. So you're not tripping over your own feet. But beyond that, you can't see a whole lot. Who's looking around? What are you guys doing as you walk through this dark forest?
I think at this point, just considering he's no longer leading in the front, he decides to take the rear as kind of like the rear guard, primarily because he just wants to make sure that he has an eye out on Colt, to make sure he knows where he's exactly at. And kind of just looking around, but also slightly distracted because he's whacking at branches and trying to move it out of the way. And he's a 14-year-old kid. So, 15, 14? What did I fucking say I was?
You're 15.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones style. Okay.
Yes.
So that's Ojas. What about Mac, Alara, and Colt?
Mac is mostly making sure that she's not getting hit by the trees that Alara is moving out of her way, and kind of trying to help shield Colt from those same branches. But is trying to at least keep an ear out for other sounds that aren't them.
Okay. Alara and Colt?
Colt is he's probably what, third in line? So he probably actually has a good opportunity to just kind of look around. But I think he just keeps saying, like, we're not going the right way, but, like, nobody's listened to him, because I've definitely said that a couple of times. So Colt is just gonna kind of keep quiet and be like, okay. Just kind of go with the flow.
If Colt does say we're not going the right way, Mac will be like, what do you mean? Do you know which way we should be going?
I don't think this way. There's no woods that surround the front of the building.
But we're trying to go through the back, not the front.
But it's like this big circle. Like, I've seen a map of the land, kind of, and there's no woods anywhere.
Maybe it's just not on the map.
Or they cleared it out closer. I mean, it could have thinned out as we get closer, right? I mean, unless, I don't know, someone here pointed us in the wrong direction.
Don't even start, stick boy.
Listen, you didn't know. You don't know which direction we were going to go. Maybe that was the right direction. You don't know.
You
Clearly,
weren't even walking in a straight line.
I wasn't going in circles. I know what the difference between a line and a circle is.
That's not what your geometry test said.
Wow.
Is it an episode of Glenbrook Unhallowed if you don't get roasted by the time
By my own brother.
Ice cold. Ice cold.
I think everybody snickers at that one.
Yeah.
I think Colt just like visibly just gets slightly down. He goes, bro.
Colt.
He just pats you gently and keeps walking.
When not too busy roasting your older brother, Colt, you mentioned you were looking around. You spot something in the sky. Not like lights or anything like that would like cause you to be alarmed. It sticks out as weird at first. You see what looks like, you ever see like bats or like a murmuration of birds? Like when the birds sort of like do that weird like swoopy thing and just sort of go away. It looks like that above the trees. You just see like black spots against the sky doing this weird like sweepy, spirally, tumbly motion. They sort of seem to like go and then sort of disappear, and then eventually they swoop back and then like keep going around. They seem to be buzzing, floating, whatever. generally in your vicinity above you.
What did you say they looked like again?
Like a swarm of bats or like a murmuration of birds.
And what time of year? It's summer, right? At this point, or no?
It is.
What
Yeah,
time
it's
summer.
yep,
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I thought.
Would bats be a normal thing in this area?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
This
Then
this
you might
so
not say anything about it.
roll me comprehend. There are bats here. But roll me comprehend.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, as far as you can tell, this looks like a swarm of swooping bats, probably eating some early summer mosquitoes. They seem to be just swooping around. That's all you see.
You see, like, just visibly a little like nervous and eyeing them just because he's like, I don't like bats.
Are you scared of bats, Stick Boy?
Listen, Code Red. All right. They're a little creepy, okay? And what? You've never watched a vampire movie?
Is that
I
why you
have.
play hockey and not baseball?
Nicolara can't contain it. That is a canonical laugh that just escapes her before she can slap a hand on her mouth.
That went over Oja's head as well as KP's.
That was so funny.
You're like, yep. I mean, no, baseball's just boring. I like hockey.
All right.
Feel
Anyway, I think before the laugh, she would have been like, yeah, I've seen vampire movies because I like them.
Yeah, well, they all start with bats. Okay.
They do.
And if you ever get a urge to suck blood, just shoo. I have a steak. I can make this into a steak.
I'm terrified. And she just like
Good.
stalks past him. She can barely keep herself from laughing. She can barely breathe. She's like,
I'd call
she's
you children,
definitely
but you
going
are.
to. Yeah. Go ahead. You're fine.
No, I was gonna say I'd call you children, but you guys are. So as you like storm past him, what are you doing, Alara?
Waiting for the most opportune moment for him to be back in like his surroundings to turn around and go.
Perfect. The moment should come. Christ. Okay. You guys walk
kids,
for
Michael.
yeah.
What the fuck
They
do you
sure are.
want?
They sure are. I want this. This is what I want. You guys
Do our
walk.
NC-17 game.
Okay. You guys walk for about 10, 15 more minutes. And Alara, I think you were kind of in the lead. You can see the edge and something of this forest. It looks like another good maybe 30 or so feet. There is a lot less trees, and beyond that, you see no trees. So there's some kind of either clearing or the forest has ended or you're not sure what it is, but you see a complete lack of trees.
Okay. She starts to like crouch down a little bit as she walks because she's pretty soon going to be like with a lot less cover. So she like gestures to everybody and goes, hey guys, look, the trees are thinning out. I think we're getting close to, I don't know, the lab, I guess.
Well, hopefully. Do you see anything out there? Anyone out there?
Do I? Let's see.
No. So you look out, and I assume since Otis kind of made the joke, Colt pointed out at least the bats. You see that whatever this swarm of things was, this swarm of bats, as Colt had called it, is gone. That's the only thing you see. Other than that, night sky, clear, no lights in the distance.
Anything?
What's that?
Do we hear anything?
Nope. You hear the normal nature sounds, the chirps of crickets, the occasional wind blowing, but nothing
Well, that's
else.
good.
Great, we found a park.
This could
Yeah,
be
a
the
park-
start of where Colt knows the map.
Yeah. And what park would be behind barbed wire?
It was. Never mind.
I love that their senses of humor go straight over each other's heads.
That's
So great. That's my favorite.
So I turn to go. All right, sport. Does any of this look familiar? You're muted.
Hello?
Yeah, there it is.
No. Are you okay?
We're having a day. Right a whole day. What we're having
okay.
right now.
It hit me right between the eyes and just was like, what the fuck? Okay.
A branch catches Alara. Yeah, Colt, this does not look familiar to you. Colt, you are at this point you're smart enough. You're aware that this is if this is where you think you guys are, you're deeper into the facility than you've ever been. Your security guard friend works one of the exterior gates where there are also exterior buildings. This has to be past that. So even the deliveries and trucks and other things you've seen go in with your friend, this is deeper still than where their access is. They are like a gate guard for the outside. In fact, they're a gate guard they rotate, but you primarily see them at Alpha Gate. So this is somewhere deeper in the region of the loop than where you normally go. But like I said, the trees thin out as you guys continue walking. Alara, in that crouch walk, you get to the edge of that forest, and you can see that there is a clear, like it's a field, essentially. It is a flat field, and you see in the grass. There's no more hill. It's just a complete flat, like a football field. In the grass, you see perfectly aligned rectangles, like probably like 60 or 70 of them in a line, and then another line, and another line, and another line, and another line. And this goes on for probably like 60 or 70 this way, and then like 100 the other way. What this is, you're not really sure. It looks like grass. It looks like it is part of the terrain. They distinctly look different than the surrounding grass. Like you can definitely see there's like rectangles here organized.
How large are they?
Are you going up to them?
No, but like from here, how large do they look? Are they
large.
like?
They don't look like they're like 20 feet, but they do look like they're like a couple feet by at least twice as much.
I wasn't sure if we were talking like a few inches each one. Or
No.
Like
Yeah, this
bigger.
is like if you had to like, you know what? Roll me a comprehend, Mac.
Well, while Mac does that, Will just looks out and he goes, "Oh, great! It's not a park; it's a farm."
What kind of farm has metal boxes? Do you think before these things come out of your mouth, or do you just bless us with everything that comes through?
To clarify,
Well, consider yourself blessed.
There's no metal boxes. You see these rectangles on the ground, like it's like grass, and then a grass rectangle.
This was like metal.
Nope. Yeah, no. It's a like it's like green grass, and then you see like a rectangle of like green yellow grass. And Mac, to answer your question. You look at that, and from here, it's at least as big as you.
I mean, kind of, it just looks like, I mean, he doesn't know. So to him, like whatever he saw on TV, it looks like, like rows of, irrigated farmland or like, like that. So that's what he thinks of when he first sees this. And he goes, great. At least,
crops
we know.
That big.
Yeah, but neither are weird donut-shaped or sphere-shaped flying things. So I don't know. Maybe they're growing large trees. I don't know. Okay, it's just
Alara.
I mean, they're like as big as me.
As you hear this debate about farming and irrigation and trees, the sentence that Mac just said, "They seem like they're as big as me," sort of sticks in the back of your head. You, an avid reader of weird things, this looks like rows of graves.
Yep. Oh. Oh God. Oh God.
Are you okay?
Oh God. Oh, she's
You
gagging.
step
Just
Oh, oh.
like
at the
bear
thought.
poop or
No, it's
Oh, just runs up and kind of just start like
any-
gently like hitting her on the back, kind of like.
get the hell off me. Get
Okay.
off.
Are you okay?
Smacking him in the face, by the way, is just off. What, none of you ever been to a cemetery before?
I'm not weird.
My dad's dead.
That was a weird segue.
No, that's why I've been to a cemetery, you weirdo. And she points and goes, they're max sized. They're people sized.
No, come, no.
No, yeah, you're
The loop
totally
has
right.
its own
There's so
cemetery?
many other things. I mean, they do experiments. I'm sure stuff happens. And plus,
Are
in all of the
people-
books, they just disappear people. But like you know, they have to go somewhere.
Oh,
To work?
what?
What?
You would think that if someone gets disappeared, it would be to go to work, not to die.
Oh no. If people get disappeared, in at least in all of the media, if people get disappeared, it's because they saw something they aren't allowed to see, or they didn't survive seeing something they weren't supposed to see. Are we supposed to see this? No, definitely not. Okay.
just I think we should go back.
Actually, this could be really good.
What? How
There's
is Graves
dead
good?
people.
Shh, listen. What do you never, ever need to have a camera on? Something you're not worried about. Unless these people are worried about zombies, which, you know, it's possible, but I don't think it's very likely right now.
We're
We
not.
could probably we could probably sneak through this area. And I don't really think they'd have cameras on this. They wouldn't want footage of this existing.
Yeah, they wouldn't want us existing.
Okay, we've already seen enough that I think at this point, they don't want us to exist anyway. We touched alien technology. Okay, so we might as well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
There's a moment where just kind of just stands, and you see like two parts of him where one part really wants to go, but other part he's just very concerned for the group, especially Colt. And so he's just like, and then finally he turns to Colt and goes, if I give you the car keys, will you go back and stay in the car? You promise. I don't want just a not here. And then I put out a pinky, you pinky promise.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. It just like immediately scoops it up. Like Colt does not like the idea that there are dead bodies out here.
Maybe dead bodies. Some of them might have been buried alive.
Okay.
I'll go back to the car with Colt.
Can you? Okay.
Ooh,
Please
splitting
take
up.
him to the car. Okay. You guys lay low. Do you know how to drive?
No, I'm 14.
I learned when I was 13. I don't know I don't. Okay.
You're not supposed to drive until you're
not.
16.
It's not that hard. You put the key in the ignition, you turn it until it turns on. You press the gas and you use the wheel to turn. Don't press too hard. Just press gently. Unless something's after you, then you press hard and you go. But don't go too fast. Okay?
It's okay, Mac. I watched him.
You're
like
not
100 times.
that doesn't help. Any
Okay,
of
so
this.
I should go fast, but not too fast unless someone's chasing me. But I should go faster than them, right?
Yes. Without crashing.
Ideally.
Okay.
But do what you gotta do.
And wear goddamn
Smack on the
seatbelts.
back.
All right. Okay. Colt, do you think you can get us back? I was mostly looking at the back of my skateboard.
I think so.
all right. And then like I get down and like I get on my like up to Colt's eye level, and I'm like, all right, I trust you, bud. Okay, you're gonna be good, right? You're gonna take care of yourself. You're gonna take care of each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you gotta be safe too.
I'll come back. When have I ever gotten in trouble?
Like all the time. You're literally just grounded right now.
Correction. When have I gotten in trouble with the government?
There's a first time for everything.
Not
Heck.
helping. I'll be back. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Please,
all right.
please be safe.
Yeah.
I love you, Otis.
Love you too, buddy. And I just like I give him a deep hug, and kind of just go like a quick peck on the forehead, and all right, go.
Colt will take off.
And she just like looks at Mac and is just like, we'll finish the sleepover when I get out of the government thing. And then we'll have a
Yeah.
lot to gossip about.
You know, we still have pizza in the car. You
Great.
Yeah, okay.
And then I turn to Mac immediately. I'm like, I'm trusting you. Please. Okay? You take care of him. We'll be back.
I'll do my best. Don't get buried alive. That's
yeah.
what sold Mac on going back to the car. Was
Oh.
as soon as Alara said something about buried alive, she's like, "Nope, we're going. I'm done."
You know, we really need to work on your pep talk. Sports 101, actually. You know, the huddle and kind of riling each other up to make the end's goal, even if you see that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Okay.
Are you talking to Alara or to
Oh,
Mac?
yeah. No, to Mac.
Okay,
Mac.
good.
Yeah,
Well,
like because she's like saying all
okay.
these things.
And she like
So sweet.
pats you on the back and says, "Go team."
Better. It's a start.
Okay.
Okay, go.
And I
Go.
turn around and start like fastly walking because it's hard to see.
And he kind of just like stares at them, like half a mind to run after them because he's so goddamn concerned. And then he goes, "They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine." Okay. Like you see him like grip the hockey stick tighter, and he goes, "All right, let's go, Red."
All right, crybaby.
So,
Of all
with
the people.
those amazing code names picked out, Colt and Mac disappear back into the forest. But our camera stays with Alara and Otis as they proceed down towards this field of what they believe is graves. The two of you make your way down across this field. The closer you get, the more you realize that Mac was in fact correct. These are about human size. They all look to be uniform size. As you get closer, they seem to be about 2.5 feet wide by about 6.5 feet long, all organized in identical rows as if plotted, with a protractor. How close are the two of you getting to these rectangles?
How far away can we go from them?
I'm
I
like,
can go back.
as much as there is a middle, I am trying to be in the middle where
Mhm.
I am like at equal to greatest distance to the plots.
Are you trying to walk up to them?
Oh, wait,
we're
did we
trying
not
to-
walk through them?
No,
Is there a
you're still
path
walking up
past
towards them.
Oh, up towards them.
Yeah, you can go around. But
Nah.
they go on for like I said, that you see about
Yeah.
60 to 70 of them, and they're all about 2.5 feet wide, so it's a pretty big stretch around this field if you want to go that way.
Yeah,
Straight
that's going to
through
take
it.
too long. Yeah.
Okay,
We
cool.
go through, but we're like
Gently.
very vigilant.
Gently. Okay. So as you step lightly, you pass into this field. The first thing the two of you notice is that this is stranger upon closer inspection. These are the discoloration in these rectangles at the top, or at least what makes for the top of them, is another small rectangle. It is about 3 inches deep by about 6 inches wide, and it is frosted glass. You see a frosted glass panel on each one of these as you start walking through.
I'm like leaning over
Yeah.
slightly. I kind of like grab onto Otis to like steady myself. And I'm like leaning over to see if I can see what it is, see through it, read it, whatever.
Fan.
Insert verb here.
Love that for you. I'm going to need you to roll. Ojus, are you looking as well?
Well, I was originally trying to, and then as I got, subverted and became a stabilizing
Counterweight.
unit, yeah, counterweight. You just hear him go, "What are you?" And then just kind of like stand as stiff and like solid as he can because he has nothing he can do right now.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're in the middle of these, as you said. You go right through, and there's one on the other side of you, so you could lean over, still hold on to her, and look at the other one.
I shift my body in a way that I'm a lot more of, I have a greater center of gravity, like, very much my hockey stance, like a goalie stance almost. And so that, Alara can lean a little without falling over. And then I kind of glance as best as I can to anyone that I can see.
Great. Both of you roll me.
I feel like I've been duped.
Roll me empathize, the two of you.
Empathize?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's my +2.
That's my 0. How did I succeed on that one? By +2.
Did it not? Oh, I didn't roll yet. Sorry. 1 success.
Hey,
Okay.
I have greater empathy.
Okay.
Shocker.
This is, as the kids say, fucked. You both lean over and you look into this panel. It is like, it's not like lit, but it's blue. It's blue in there. And you see a face. You're fairly certain. You see a face. However, imagine if you sealed your eyelids, nose holes, and mouth hole shut. That's what you see looking back.
As in like, wait, as in like
Like sealed, as in like
blank,
there's
or-
just
as
skin?
it is in a one piece of skin stretched over an entire face.
Okay.
The
Almost
appropriate
like mannequin.
yeah, the appropriate like indentations where those things should be, but it is one full skin flap.
Does it look like skin or metallic?
It looks like skin as far as you can tell. There's a weird blue glow coming from whatever is this thing. You can only see, like, from where you're looking, you can only kind of see, like, this much of it, right? If you were to,
So
like,
you can't see if there's hair?
not from there. If you were to, like, get on top of it and, like, look around in there, you could probably see more. You can see that there's no curtains of
good.
hair. There's no, like, hair flowing anywhere. And from what you can see, there doesn't seem to be facial hair. And the two of you see the exact same thing in both of these windows.
Yeah, I snap backwards.
We both like at the same time,
Just-
and
yeah,
I just, think we just like
straight
stare
up.
at each other. Goes, get through this as fast as we can.
Did you see what I saw?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
pretty sure. Yeah.
I think because
we-
because dental records, and faces, those are how you identify bodies. And if they didn't have any, you can't identify them. But also, what's with the window? But what's with But she was like, but what's with the window? Why
Why are you
leave a
asking
window?
questions? We're in the middle of all of this.
Okay. And so she grabs his hand and is just like tearing
Run,
down
yeah.
this area.
You rolled 2 successes. One was not getting a condition. The second one, you may ask me one question about what you just saw.
Fuck. Ooh. Everything. Oh man, what could I? Okay. Do any of them look like my dad?
Interesting. No. As you run by, no. In fact, to expand on that question, they all look identical.
I turn to Alarm like I don't think these are real corpses. There's just no way. They're too similar.
Oh my god.
There's
Oh my
no
God.
way. There's no way that
Oh my
these
God.
many and I'm sure at this point as we're running, I've probably seen like a couple dozen at least at this point, right?
I'm not
And
even looking.
Yeah, and like all of them to me look very. I mean, like I don't know if that's the case because we kind of were running past them, but they all looked. I'm not saying like I'm not even saying like they look like the same type of situation, like people like some smaller, some bigger people, but have all faces covered up. No. They all. It's like someone drew them that way.
Wait, the grass on top of them was dead, right?
It's just a different color.
different color, does it look like it has less life in it, or is it just like straight up like different grass?
It doesn't look like it's dying grass.
Okay. She's like,
It looks like
So
it
this
could,
is
you know what?
G
roll me
hit on a
comprehend.
question I thought of after the fact.
Roll me
After
comprehend.
my question, but maybe I can ask. Do they look anything like those beings that we saw in the shadow realm that we were in?
no successes.
I mean, kind of in the sense that they're relatively featureless, but those were like weird shadow things. So like that's
Not
kind of
physical
where
objects.
Yeah, that's kind of where the similarities end. Like if I don't know how to explain it. Like, so if
It's like the shadows of these things.
yeah,
were
if this thing
there.
had a shadow, that's kind of what it looked like, but that's the only correlation. You have no way to determine
Okay.
that. Alara, you look at the grass, it doesn't look like it's dying.
Okay. Maybe they're not dead because they're not alive yet.
What?
Well, what if they're clones? What if they're new? They could be new. When she's saying this, she's also like panting a little because she is still hauling
Yeah, we are
ass
hauling. Yeah, I was like,
through this.
what are you saying? We're like walking into Frankenstein's laboratory? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'm sorry. What did you think the loop was doing? Having a fun time with arts and crafts? Of course, they're doing weird.
I don't know. I
shit.
signed up they had a summer camp. I signed my brother up for it. Okay. How
Oh,
am I to know?
congratulations! I think you sold him.
Well, I didn't get any fair price for it.
She like snorts, and for once, finally, a joke of yours fucking hit. And she's just like gonna keep going. She's like, I don't know. I don't know. We can only find out if we keep going.
As you say that, you have hauled ass, as you said. I assume you're glancing left and right, still kind of catching these. The two of you.
I think we're running, but we're running kind of like in a style that we're still trying to mitigate like our silhouette, trying to mitigate how much we're being seen in there.
Okay.
Not trying to make too much noise or
Yeah.
fuss.
Sure.
Because
Alara's still trying to maintain plausible deniability because the first thought she had when the group split up is like, if we get caught, I'll just pretend I'm not gay. And we were trying to do dumb team shit.
It took me a second, and I was like, how is that relevant?
Oh, it's
Takes you a minute, but you get there.
the cops come, you're like, I'm not gay. I'm like, wait, what? I don't know how that helped you. So as the two of you, it's not a crime, Brandy. As the two of you run through this, you kind of catch glances at these glass windows here. The features have changed. You're not sure when it happened, but you glance down and you see they still are the same, still a skin-covered skull. But these features look softer. They look, they're more like angled, and the chin is less round. These look slightly feminine in comparison to the last ones.
Oh, God. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think they're making new people. I think those were dudes. I think this is not dudes.
You mean girls? Like,
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if we should call them anything human, but
What? Okay, just keep going. Come on.
Just tip tapping. Still has like a hand clasped really firmly around Otis's hand. At this point, it's like clenching.
Yeah. You continue again, and the shapes change again. These are now smaller. They are far more round. They are far more, I don't know, chubby in the cheeks area. These look like children.
Yeah.
You continue again past that. You continue again
That's
past
actual
that.
sound Otis made, by the way.
Perfect.
She just squeezes his hand in response and like doesn't tease him about it because she's about to make the same noise too.
You continue running, and the childlike faces again get more angular, and these look like girls. As you continue sprinting through this field, who is... I'll say both of you. As you continue sprinting across this field, you can't help but see that swarm overhead that Colt had pointed out. That swarm of bats. Except you see it start small as like maybe 20 or 30. But then you start to like look around as you're sort of like hauling through this field. They're coming out of the ground. there's like an arc above the two of you, as like 4 sections of this sort of pool into this swarm, and it begins to like roil and move around and sway in that murmuration, as it like kind of like congeals and then pulls apart and comes together. You see it like sort of twist, and then it breaks in half, and one half shoots in the exact direction you just came from, towards Mac and Colt. The other one is in front of you and sort of hovering over the top of you.
Those aren't
What-
bats.
What the fuck?
Keep running. Oh, ass.
Yeah, I'm like
Sprinting, full
yeah,
sprinting.
yeah.
Okay.
Fuck getting caught. Full sprint.
You guys are full sprinting further into the loop, it sounds like.
we had
We're
cell
just going in
phones.
the direction we were already going because I
Perfect.
think our brain is not working at this point.
I love that
My
for
brain
everyone
is saying
involved.
shelter.
Yeah, I think at this point we're looking for anything to get into cover.
Great. So the camera cuts back to Colt and Mac as you guys have a casual, leisurely stroll through the woods. What are the two of you guys doing, unbeknownst to anything else?
Mac is taking care to try to make sure that Colt isn't getting hit by any branches, and also keeping an eye out for more bats or any people in the woods, because that would be concerning.
It would be concerning.
But generally staying quiet, because we're not actually supposed to be here. So the more noise we make, the more likely we are to get caught.
That's true. Colt, what
Yeah,
about you?
I think Colt is holding on to his like his RC car, and it's powered off at this point because he's got to conserve the gas. But I think he kind of looks to Mac. Hey, I'm sorry that you're not out there hanging out with your friends. You didn't have to come.
Oh, well, they said so. Laura said buried alive, and I thought that was not a good idea, and I wanted no part of that. But also, Colt, to be honest, you're more of my friend than they are. Before this whole thing happened, before we met up at the football game, it wasn't really like they'd never talked to me before.
Oh, really? Why not? You're so cool.
I mean, to you, I'm pretty cool, but I guess for everybody else my age, I'm not really cool.
You have to understand there's a pecking order now, Cole.
Oh, well, I mean, I think you're cool, and I like when you do the skateboard, like that's pretty cool, and you always come hang out in the salvage yard, so that's really great.
There's a lot of interesting things there, and you're pretty cool yourself,
I mean, I know I'm cool. It's fine. But like I guess I still just kind of feel bad because you could be making new friends, when instead you're kind of like babysitting me.
I'd rather be here than there.
It's safer.
Yeah. But also, I don't know. I'm not really as brave as Cherry, or as daring as Otis. So, it's okay. I probably wouldn't be contributing much to whatever it is they're doing. I'd rather be a little bit safer. Maybe that's the reason why I'm not cool.
Well, safer in the movies means that you get to stay alive. So that's That's usually kind of a good thing.
Yeah, I've always wondered why people actually go into the horror houses and in movies. Like, this is obviously a very dangerous place. Why would you go there?
Right? And we were in a graveyard where they were probably doing experiments, and I mean that's what Alara said, and that's what I saw in the alien device was experiments, and we shouldn't be anywhere near here.
Oh, who, who was being experimented on?
Me.
I'm sorry, Colt.
It's okay. It wasn't real. I think it was just like like a future kind of thing, but yeah, I don't really want to go into the loop because that's probably what they're gonna do, and I don't want to be in the ground like all those bodies.
Well, that's fair. I wouldn't want to be in the ground like all those bodies either. But, well, Alara seemed to see the present, and Oja seemed to see the past. So maybe it was the future.
I hope not. It means the future is really scary.
Well, I won't let anything happen to you.
And as if on cue, you guys, as you walk through the forest, you hear a strange noise. Not just strange because it's definitely not the sound of wind or crickets. It's just a noise that normally isn't heard in the forest. You hear this like, not like a helicopter in the distance. You hear like a little like if you're punching a hole through paper, and lots of it. It seems to be moving towards you, and fast. Whatever the hell that noise is, you're not entirely sure. What do you
You
two
should
do?
probably speed up. We start moving faster.
Much faster, possibly into a run.
Sure. As you guys begin that horror movie jog into a burst of speed, you see, or you feel this like something whooshes by you. It is clearly the source of that noise. Whatever that was, whatever that just whooshed by you, was just peppering through like branches and leaves, and it whooshes by you, and you feel a force of wind as it goes by you. So whatever this thing was had substance. And then you see in the forest, weaving through trees about 15 feet in front of you, kind of causing you to almost like skid to a halt, or at least redirect around it. You see that swarm of bats. Colt, it is not a swarm of bats. It is far too small. Whatever these things are, they are maybe the size of a $50, so like 1.5 inches in diameter. They seem to be all swirling around each other and sort of moving like a fushigi ball.
I'm sorry.
It's a reference. It's a fushigi ball. Google it.
I don't want to. I don't trust you anymore with the Google.
No. That is the most magical item in the whole world.
Thank you.
That didn't help at all, given our previous
I'm
conversation.
I'm with Brandy here.
Do you know?
Boy.
Have you seen the labyrinth?
Yes.
You know the ball that David Bowie is moving around his hands? That's a fushigi ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could have just said that.
The freaking 90s toy thing that everybody tried to sell you, like the fucking,
in the mall,
Yeah, with the 4 or
There we
5 of
go.
them in your hand, like turning and just like
Sure.
big deal. Okay, cool, thanks.
Yep. So you see them
Right.
sort of moving around each other like that. Whatever this thing is. What do you two do?
Run around it.
Okay. Colt,
Yeah,
same thing.
if we can't run around it, Colt will take his RC car and just try to like smash through.
Sure. Yeah, you can run around
Like,
it.
swat it away.
It seems to be in like a 10-foot area as it moves around itself. And as you guys run around, do you split around it, or do you just all go to the one left or right side? What are you guys doing?
Mac is gonna try to stay with Colt.
Okay.
I literally just said I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
Perfect.
So now, rather than the skateboard looking like a shield, she's holding it like she's ready to swat things with it.
Great. So as you two break left, you hear behind you a very strange, like metallic noise. If you've ever like held several magnets together, that weird vibrating noise they make, you hear that noise. As they like that like almost ring, as whatever is happening behind you, you stop hearing that whooshing noise, and you just hear that noise, and then all of a sudden it stops. And then you hear thump, 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 thump. It sounds like a horse is charging after you, or an animal of some kind that has 4 legs.
Don't look back. Don't look back. In the movies, don't look back. Don't ever look back. Just keep going. Keep going, Mac.
Running, holding the skateboard.
Perfect. Colt, you are a fan of science fiction.
Not anymore.
Well, you hear another noise behind you. Since you said don't look back and you start running, you hear this. It sounds like some kind of electricity is happening behind you. Something sounds like it was charging, and you hear like the arcs of electricity back and forth between something. What do you do?
You run as fast as I can. Actually,
Great.
we're still in the woods, right?
You are still in the woods.
Yeah, cool. A duck behind a tree.
Okay.
He's small.
Okay. Mac.
Mac, duck.
Yeah, I see him duck. I'm going to also try to find a tree, maybe like just to the side of where he is. Like if he ducks behind the tree on the right, I duck behind the tree on the left.
Okay.
If it's large enough
Both
to
of
hide
you
behind.
can roll me a sneak. Successes abound. Okay, so the two of you skid to a halt, dive behind a tree, and you see, because it's too quick, you just split. You see what looks to be some kind of, probably like 3 foot off the ground, like 3 foot high, like canine figure running after you, and you see its jaws are open, and in it you see the arcs of lightning are just going back and forth in its mouth. You see it like start going right past you guys, and then it skids to a halt, and you see as it skids and runs past you that its body is made up of whatever the hell was flying through the air. It is tiny, like 2-inch diameter balls, all connected. And you see it sort of skid, and as it starts to skid, it slowly, it repositions, and skids to a halt, and is now facing the two of you guys. And we cut back to Otis and Alara. Otis and Alara, you are still running. You see the swarm overhead split, one side bullets towards Mac and Colt, the other side following you guys as you go into a full run. Whoever is keeping an eye on this swarm sees it drop fast. Like it just all gravity was all gravity just turned on. This thing hits the ground with a thud, and you see it like splash and then come back up, and you hear that same magnetic noise of like that ringing kind of sound. And again, something is chasing you.
Oh, nope. Keep running.
We're still, I'm assuming at this point we're kind of already running at full speed.
Yep.
Does it sound like we're able to keep abreast, like keep pace, and not like maintain distance?
That depends. Go ahead and roll me a move, both of you.
Okay.
One of us is gonna eat shit.
What a move! Oh, that's an actual statistic. I was like, show me your moves.
Nope.
Hey, success.
Okay.
Did you get a success? I got no
success.
successes.
You got one success, KP. So Otis, you this is you're in your element, man. You're in a field. You got your field hockey stick. This is it. You're running. You're hauling ass towards the ball.
One hand is holding Cherry's hand.
Perhaps it's a little sweaty. But either way, you're charging forward. Not in that kind of way. In a you didn't roll a success kind of way. You're charging forward, Otis, and you hear this running behind you. The two of you hear that like sort of noise, and you hear that arc of electricity followed by a pew, like a gunshot, and you feel Alara's hand slip out of yours. Alara, you can go ahead and take the condition injured, as you are hit from behind with what feels like 100 volts of electricity. Your body goes stark rigid, you slip out of Otis's hand, and you topple to the ground.
I stop immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I screamed very loudly.
Yep. You try to scream. You go,
I would have tried.
and then you hit the ground as you are hit
I
with
frozen?
a taser. You have been tased.
I've been tased.
Jerry!
Otis, as you skid to a halt, you see her like kind of in the after effects of the shock, and you see this 3-foot tall canine, and you see it gets brighter and brighter and brighter in its mouth, and you see the arcs going back between the teeth. What are you doing?
I think
Grab
at
me,
this
bitch.
point, I think Otis's like vision just kind of just goes tunnel vision almost. And I like this adrenaline just starts pumping. And there's a moment of calculation. Do I have time to pick up Cherry and dodge? If not, I have a different maneuver.
I'm gonna say no. You don't have time to pick up both. You can't pick up and
Wow.
dodge. You can pick up
Wow.
and take the hit, or you can dodge.
Fine.
I seeing that run full pelt straight to the dog thing.
Okay.
And my attempt is to basically thwack its head as hard as I can, basically to kind of almost subvert its mouth in a different direction, or break it if possible, and kind of delay it.
Okay. Roll me a force.
Okay.
I take back the things I said about the stick.
Come on, baby. Come on. Does my hockey stick give me a? Can I use it? Because I'm
Yes,
using my
you
stick.
can. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
a 2.
Add a +2
bonus.
die to that.
Okay, come on, you little. Yes!
Hot damn. Okay. 4 successes. Cool. Fantastic. So you barrel down on this thing. You choke up on this thing like it's a baseball bat, and you just crank into the skull of this this canine creature. Your stick connects with this thing, and it slides through almost like this thing is water. Like at first it feels like the orbs are moving around the stick, but as you sort of clean this thing through, several of them ding, 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 drop to the ground, and you see this thing sort of stagger for a second, and whatever it is headless. It staggers for a second, and you see it sort of like tumble to the left, and then it collapses, and you see it splash down again, and all of these like orbs are just on the ground. These like 2-inch diameter orbs just sort of tumble at your feet. And
Question.
go ahead.
When that happens, do I see any differences in the orbs? Is there like one that appears more unique in the sense of like?
There doesn't. However, it's a good question. There doesn't, but what you do see, as you smash this thing to pieces, is a light, like a line goes on the ground underneath it, and you see a line probably made about a foot long, maybe a foot and a half, like pierce the grass, and then you see it slide open. And this is in between 2 of the the rows of bodies, right? You see it slide open, and all of the balls begin to roll into that. From where
I grab
you're
one.
Okay, you grab one. Yeah, 4 success, I'll let you grab one. You can feel it still spinning in your hand, like it's trying to get into the hole. You can see, because you're standing over it, this hole, as far as you can tell, this looks like a ventilation shaft. It goes down about 10 feet, and then it
Is it a
kind of
straight like?
It is a straight drop. It is, like I said, about 1.5 feet by a foot and a half. And it goes straight down. It's going to be a tight fit for you. But it goes straight down and then it like tees off, as in like it goes back and forth, the direction you were coming and the direction you went from.
I run back to Cherry.
Okay. I will say for free, as you get to Cherry, the ball is still spinning in your hand. You see that like 75% of the balls are in there. And as they go, you start to see the things slowly start to close. By the time you get to Cherry, the after effects have worn off, and you're able to speak and move.
Motherfucker!
You okay? Are you okay?
Do I look okay? I
Okay, you're screaming
got
at me.
electrocuted. I think I'm screaming at Jenna. Her ears are ringing.
Mhm.
Like she just grabs her head. She's like, "Sorry, didn't think I was yelling."
I'm just saying that the fact that you are able to yell at me tells me you're alive at least, and not so immensely hurt that you're not yelling at me, which seems to be the status quo.
She smacks him.
To be clear, Alara,
Confirmed.
if you've never been tased, your whole
God, no,
body, your whole body hurts. It feels like an entire full body workout. Every
Have
single
been
muscle
electrocuted.
contracted and expanded. So like it feels like you have that after workout pump, but everywhere.
Great.
You look swole, is what he said.
Everything.
It's very hard to drive
No,
or steer.
I do remember I have been electrocuted before. It was an accident.
There you
but
go.
I have been electrocuted before.
Oh.
Yeah. So obviously teeth clang together. That hurts. Her jaw, she's just like massaging her jaw. She's up. She's like, okay, we should get moving before.
Yeah, I help her up. Can you?
What the hell is that?
I don't know. It was whatever that thing was, where it was made of this thing, and
Okay, well, keep it. I don't know. Maybe it'll react if it comes close to us
The
again.
vent is slowly starting to close as you hear dunk, dunk, dunk. More of the balls fall into it.
I have an idea. Can you run?
Yes.
Okay.
It hurts, but I can run.
Come on. And then I grab her,
Mm-hmm.
and if possible, I lead her into the ventilation shaft.
Great.
I mean, I go with you, but I am looking at you like I'm horrified because I did notice them fucking going there and they fucking tased me. So the last thing you'd see is like, I follow you, but I'm like
in the last minute, like, wait. And then,
yeah.
So you grab her by the hand, you charge towards that thing. There's that 1 second of hesitation before you step over the edge, and it's a tight fit. So you're like hitting this like down the side of it for you. Alara, like you said, there's that moment of like, what the fuck is he doing? And you see it starting to close too, and you know it's either jump or don't, or lose Ojas, and you take that plunge as well. A little less tight for you, but still an uncomfortable fall, about 10 feet. And as the thing closes, we cut back to Colt and Mac. Colt and Mac, you see this thing rotate and is now facing you. What are the two of you doing?
Mac probably freezes for a moment, like, what the fuck is this thing? And is just prepared to like hit it if it starts running at her.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all she got.
Okay. Colt?
Colt kicks down his RC car, and if it's a dog, right? Maybe it doesn't actually recognize them. He's gonna start moving the RC car in the complete opposite direction and see if that dog is gonna go follow.
Man, I love where your child head's at. Yeah, so you power that thing on. Unfortunately, you see it look at the thing as you put it on the ground. You see it rev up and you see it take off. The dog looks at it and then looks back to you because you moved around and did something. And you see as it starts to get brighter and brighter. And then you see
Mac runs out and smacks it in the head with her skateboard.
Roll me a force.
Okay. Can I use my +2 for my skateboard?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, because I don't have any force. No, no
Cool.
successes.
Do you have luck?
I have 1 luck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could spend it.
How many episodes are we in?
This is episode 6.
Of
Yes. Of how many ever we get it until March, I guess.
oh god. No, I'm not gonna use my luck right now. Actually, yes, I am. Fuck it. I'm gonna use my luck right now.
Okay.
So is that just roll a d6?
No, re-roll. You can re-roll. A luck lets you re-roll.
Ooh. Uncheck my luck. And re-roll. 3 successes.
3 successes. That was a well-played luck. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So similar to what we just saw, you charge out from this tree as you see it facing Colt. It's not quite paying attention to you. It has its kind of play locked in, and you sort of charge up to the side of this thing, and you just wham across the side of this, and like the head and neck and like 15 balls just scatter into the forest. And you see that same thing. It sort of stumbles. And you can see that the balls in the forest are starting to roll back towards it. And you see it stumble a little bit, and it collapses and splashes down. And the balls are kind of like you broke a pool table. It's kind of just rolling around and doing nothing.
I immediately after hitting it and seeing it start to scatter, I'm like, run, Colt! And I completely just take off the same direction we were running. We are just trying to get to the car.
Okay. Colt, are you following suit, I assume?
Colt is going to follow suit, but he's going to kind of like shimmy his backpack off, unzip it, stuff the RC controller in, right? And try to scoop up some balls on the way.
Roll me a move.
Okay, that's definitely my best. Actually, I've got a +2 in move.
There you go. You're trying to do a lot of things. I want to see if you can. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you scoop, you do all that. You are able to scoop up at least one ball. You zip this thing, sling the bag over, and you start charging out. As you are charging out of the forest, it's like the adrenaline, the blood, the beating in your ears. You don't hear it at first, but as you make your way like towards where the forest gets thicker and thicker and thicker, you start to see where you assume roughly the edge of the forest is. You begin to see lights. First red, then blue, then red, then blue, then red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. And as you like start to slow down, as you realize the two of you what those lights are, you woo, 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 woo. This looks like if you walked a straight line where you came in.
Ducking behind another tree and pulling Colt with me, I say, I think they found the car.
Oh, where are we supposed to go?
Not to the car. Let's circle around and see if we can find another place to go over the fence.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll kind of go, I guess, to the left a bit.
Sure.
And walk a bit left and try to find another place. Because I still have my big flannel jacket on.
Yeah.
We can put that over the barbed wire at the top.
Backpack and
So as you guys kind of skirt around, you see for sure there are 2 cop cars on either side of the Mustang. You see that one of the cops is out of the car. And he's like he's got a big old like mag light and he's looking inside the car. You see that one of the other cops is out of the passenger side. He has the walkie, the siren, not the walkie, the hand mic pulled out of the window and he's talking into it. What he's saying, you're not really sure. But you skirt around to the left and you try to find some chain link fence that is further down from this, further away from this scene here. You find it. The whole place is surrounded by it. You can easily throw your jacket up on top of there and climb out. Is that what the 2 of you are doing? Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, so you throw your flannel up there. Same thing, flannel's kind of torn to shreds. You climb over.
I grab the flannel, though, when I'm coming down. I take the flannel with me.
Okay.
It's torn up, but I'm not leaving evidence of where we came back.
Okay. Yeah, so you just take the shredded flannel with you after Colt climbs down. Where are the 2 of you going?
I guess let's go back to my house.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, but how are we gonna get there? I don't... I mean, we're going to have to go through the woods again if we want to kind of loop around. That might take us all night. Oh my god, it's going to take us all night. Mom's going to kill us.
You know, it's better than getting caught inside the loop. And I don't want to be buried alive. So, if we go back, if we find a payphone, I might be able to call my dad.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's our plan. I think we have to go across the street into whatever woodsy kind of area that is and just maybe keep the street in our sight and go around the cops as best we can.
Okay. Cool. So you guys make that plan, and we cut back to Alara and Otis. You guys have hit the bottom of this thing. You've got to a T intersection. Otis, you've kind of shimmied out of the way so that Alara can go. You're fairly certain, since you saw it coming down when it was wide open, that one direction leads roughly back to where you came from. It leads in the direction you just ran from. One direction leads in the direction you were running to. Where are you leading?
I think we're just gonna first try to catch our breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still ear slightly ringing. Everything hurts. Smoking out the ears.
Teeth chattering.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
Let's catch our breath. Okay. Okay. Let's be serious now. How are you doing? No snide remarks. Just clear.
Wow.
I see you wanting to. I see it. I see it in your. I see it.
It's a natural reaction to you speaking. Anyway, I think I'm okay. Nothing's bleeding. I guess we can rule out me ever having heart problems because I think that would have happened by now.
Thank God.
Might develop tachycardia going forward, but we'll see.
Don't know what that is.
But yeah, she's just like, yeah, okay. I think I'm just really sore. But I think I'm okay. My ears are still ringing a little, but I'm sure that'll go away.
Can you hear this? And I just start snapping right next to her ear.
He's like, oh wait, I don't know. Can you feel this?
Ow.
Yeah, I think we're both good. Are you okay?
Just a little shaken, but
I think this where also are we?
Underground somewhere. I don't know. You're the one better at directions than I am.
I guess. Well, so I'm wondering if I had the wherewithal to note the direction I was facing when you pulled me down so that I know what direction we're facing right now. But I just got electrocuted pretty heavily and then you dragged me down somewhere. So I'm going to go with, I have no idea what direction I was facing when I initially fell down this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just going to look around. So like, what exactly does it look like?
A ventilation shaft. It looks like,
is there,
it looks like corrugated metal on all sides of you. Like you're to have this conversation, you guys are like scrunched and like half laying down. Like this is like Die Hard. You're gonna have to be crawling through these things.
Okay.
Did I happen to see the direction the rest of those balls went when I dropped down with it? Because they were still going down when we dropped.
Yeah, roll me a comprehend.
Okay. Come on, baby. Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because there was a lot of shit going on. So yeah, you as you sort of landed, you could hear the of them rolling in the direction you were running.
Okay. Okay, so 2 options. If we want to continue our fun little adventure we're having, I'm pretty sure those ball things went that way. I don't know where this leads. All I know is it's not where they went. But my instinct tells me that wherever those ball things went, that's probably closer to where the loop and everything else is.
They're probably going back to like
mother base.
repair themselves or something. It was pretty easy to get rid of them, after I got tased.
That's funny. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you had a grand standoff or something. You hit it.
Well, no, because you're freaking tased on the ground and you didn't see it. Listen, that was a really cool thing I did. Okay. That was what you one would call badass. I was not the one on the ground shaking.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Next time I get tased, I'll make sure to pull off some sick kung fu before I go down. Let's go. And she starts crawling in the direction he said that the balls went. And she since she's going first, she kicks behind herself a little bit.
Okay. a little bit of gratitude goes a long way.
Thanks, fortune cookie. And just keeps going.
Catch me saving your ass next time. God damn.
The two of you, commando crawl through this thing. You get about 10 feet in, and Alara and Ojas, you see it after a few seconds. There is a small, like almost like a mail slot, right? On the bottom of this thing. It has like the caution lines across it, and has like a strange grate that seems to be semi-retractable. Your best guess is these are where the orbs either came from or went or whatever it is, because you don't see them in front of you anymore. You don't feel them in front of you anymore. You can't hear them rolling anymore. And there's like a little blinking light inside of it, blinking red. But as you guys crawl past that, it's hard to tell when you're in such a cramped space how long it's been, but you crawl for what seems like a while. And there ahead of you, Alara, since you seem to have taken the lead, you begin to see like those rays of slanted light coming in, and you see a grate out in front of you. Like directly in front of you. This ends in a grate.
Yeah, I like lean forward a little and see if I can like see through it a little.
Yeah, so as you kind of get close and you kind of peer up those angled things, you see there's a hallway on the other side of this. The hallway seems fairly empty. There's no noise, no people.
You feel a tap on your shoulder. And she's like, what do you see? But it's like an annoying tap. It's like a multiple, like in a row. Hey, what do you see?
She donkey kicks again.
Oh.
Right in the shoulder. Right here.
Oh,
Stop
is my swinging arm.
Oh, I've ruined your career. Anyway, there's a hallway. I think.
Great observation.
Hey, you know what? And she starts without warning to shimmy back on top of him to pass him backwards and then shoves him as much as she can. Be like, you go first. Why don't you break it open so we can get out of here? She's such a nice person. I'd like you to know. But I conceived her to be so kind and so nice. And then this happened.
It is a very tight, cramped space, made far worse by her crawling over the top of you backwards. Which I assume a lot of, nice. I was going to say, I assume a lot of bony knees and elbows. Ojas, you are now forcibly in front of this group. What are you doing?
Well, aside from sincerely wishing Mac was the one that came with him, and
we get it.
He kind of just looks out and kind of like first he glares at her, and then looks out. Do I see anything different?
No, you see a hallway.
What color is the hallway?
Interesting that you may ask. The hallway is white. There is from what you can see here, the walls are white. The floor is like that white, like that weird, like marbly white linoleum. There is a long green strip of linoleum in the center. And this this hallway is oppressively bright. And as you sort of press close to it, you can hear that like of the like the halogen bulbs above.
Looks like some kind of like a medical facility, almost like a hospital, but creepier.
And she's got like hands on his feet, try to kick me. And she like taps like on his leg and is like,
what?
bust bust us out of here. Open it, big sports guy.
Yo, I mean, I don't want to bust out right when someone's walking by. Hold up. And I'll just like listen to see if I hear any footsteps or anybody in any sense. Because my logic tells me a long hallway makes echoes.
Solid
Move
logic.
fast.
You do not hear anybody.
Okay. Can I what does the grate look like? Is it like bolted? Is it
It looks like with a good shove, you can knock it right out.
okay? Is there any way I can grab the grate part of it?
Mhm.
Like hold on to it?
Sure.
Okay. I hold on as tight as I can, and then I kind of give like a solid, like full body push against it.
Roll me a sneak.
A sneak? Okay.
Mhm.
Watch this be loud as hell.
You're trying to make no noise.
I'm trying to not let it drop.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping I could use force because I'm grabbing it.
No,
Grab
force
it.
would knock that thing out of there.
No!
There you go. So
Ow!
you like dig your fingernails into the slanted part of this. You kind of like hook your thumbs down, and you just sort of give it like a quick like a Bruce Lee 2-inch punch just out of there. It pops out, makes a little noise, and you're holding it in your hand, and you can easily lower it down. It only lowers down about 4 inches before you hit the floor, and then you can place it down and crawl out of this thing.
Before I crawl out, I turn around and hit like the most smug face and stare at Alara and kind of just be like, yeah, I'm the man.
Congratulations. You carried out my plan. Move, lackey.
Bitch. And I just
So you, Jesus, you pull yourself from this ventilation shaft. Alara, I assume, follows suit, and you can quietly press the grate back in if you so choose. But the two of you find yourselves in a rather unwelcoming hallway. As I said, the blue-white light of the fluorescents sort of amplify off of the white walls and the white linoleum, and it's that bright light that like almost gives you a headache, and you can hear that buzzing, droning noise as well. Other than that, this room, the hallway smells like cleaning solvent, like that like lemony chemical smell.
Wonderful. It's not like I just got electrocuted and have weird senses right now. Okay. Smells
what?
very intense.
I smell it too. It's I
We
kind of
need
offer
to-
a hand to like pull her out of the grate. If I don't know if she takes it, but like
She does, but she's taking it to like get out of the grate and then like uses her other hand to support herself on your shoulder. You have now become a ladder and furniture. And she
Yeah.
like pops down nicely and like pat. And then she's like looking around, just like, okay, all right, we need to get out of the hallway and into some sort of
1 second, and I turn around and I prop the grate back into its place.
Mhm.
Okay. Is there any sense of direction in this space, like signage, doors, anything?
No. You see the hallway extends in both directions. There is a green strip along the center that seems to run. You watch as the green center, the green linoleum strip runs to the right, let's say, and it hooks to the left. It hooks around a corner over there, and the one on the opposite side just goes straight. And you see just a bunch of like lights above you. Every like 7 feet, there's another halogen bulb above you.
Okay.
All right, Sacagawea, which way?
Sacagawea? Did you
Lewis
try
and
to
Clark,
take it?
like no, as in like, you're good with sense of direction, you know which way to go.
Yeah, she was just correcting your pronunciation and maybe implying you should stick to sports humor and not, book reading people jokes. She just turns around and is like, okay. And then of course not. You're playing fair, I play to win. And she just kind of just goes, okay, well, you're left, I'm right. Rock, paper, scissors right now. Let's go.
Really? Okay. Paper, scissors. Okay.
What do you have?
Scissors.
Oh, I couldn't see it. Let's go.
Scissors. God. It's okay. You win.
Trying to sync up the Zoom delay with rock, paper, scissors over stream is the new struggle.
It worked. All right. What did I say we were? I forgot what I
You
assigned
were
us.
left. He was
Okay,
right.
we're going left.
Okay,
I follow her dejected.
we get it. So you begin to head down this hallway, and just as you had assumed with your logic that your footfalls do in fact make slight echoes. You guys are moving as quietly as possible in your sneakers, so the footfalls aren't like rebounding off this thing as if someone were with like classy dress shoes would be walking down here. But you begin walking down this hallway.
It's more of a squeaking noise.
Yeah, especially running on like the wet grass from earlier. As I said, there's like a new halogen bulb every like 7 or so feet. You follow this green line down this transitional hallway, and you get to a large. You see an opening at the end of the hallway, and you see at the end of it a large, like octagonal room. On each of the walls of the octagon is another hallway. And as you're walking, you see the green line sort of head from like, a line to a point, and it meets in the middle with 7 other colored lines that all follow down different hallways.
I don't think rock, paper, scissors is going to solve this one.
Yeah.
They are, for what it's worth, they are Roy G. Biv in order. Red, orange,
What?
yellow. Rainbow.
Okay.
Okay, so
Red,
it's
orange, yellow,
colored.
green,
So those are
blue,
different
indigo,
colors.
violet.
Okay, so different. The lines are different colors.
Yes, all different colors.
Okay. That didn't register earlier. I'm like, the fuck are you on about, Mike? It's like, how is that
like-
giving you?
I was
Yes.
like, do they have lights?
To your right is blue. To your left is yellow.
Okay.
And they go like the colors of the rainbow.
Was reading Rainbow a thing at this point yet?
90s, I think.
I don't
Oh.
remember.
I don't remember either. I don't remember when it started or whatever, but like, okay.
83.
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Reading Rainbow was a thing.
I'm just. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna fail at references that right now anyway. So never
on,
mind. We're
Bert.
just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Well, I was gonna do it. But like, I'm like, all right, LeVar Burton. What next?
So you can read. Interesting. Would have never guessed.
Or he can get read to.
That's true. That's true. If that's the voice from God, just like, yeah, you're right. Sucking up to the GM shortly before we do something dangerous, stupid.
There's no signs, like literally no signs around here.
No?
I guess they wouldn't need them. Well,
Every
she
place
looks down at
needs
herself. She's
signs.
like, I'm not representing myself to my best capacity, but let's go with red. It's her favorite color. There's
Okay.
no pink. Is there pink?
There's not. Red, orange,
And
yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. You say red. You look over to the side, you see the red hallway. The two of you begin to walk down that hallway. It looks identical to the one you just left, except there's a red line in it. As you guys walk into the unknown, we cut back to Colt and Mac. You guys have decided to cross the street, find some kind of payphone, it sounds like, and make your way home. You two do so. You have the scraps of a flannel, the last-ditch grasp of a plan, and the two of you cross the street. And as you begin walking in the direction you know town to be, you hear cars speeding towards, vaguely towards the road you just crossed. And as you kind of look around, just for chance, you see one black LeBaron go by you. You see Colt's mom's car go right by you. You see Mac's dad's car go right by you. And another black LeBaron. They are all going in the direction that Colt knows is the gate for the loop. And that is where we end tonight's episode of Glenbrook Unhallowed.
Do I have a moment to say just something?
Yeah.
Well, I think my dad's already been called.
Curtain falls. That's the end of the episode. Oh, what a good time. What a good time. That was stressful for everyone involved. Let's go around, do our introductions so that we can get the hell out of here, do our long-awaited after show for this episode. And if you guys want access to that behind-the-scenes after show, it's available on our Patreon. Link for that down below. While you're down there, click on that Discord link, join us in the Discord, be a part of the community, be a part of the conversation. Let's start with KP. KP, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to?
Aside from almost shitting my pants, my name is KP. I go by KP11 Studios on all the social medias. I am a photographer. I do cosplay portrait photography, and I get to play games on wonderful shows like this, along with this week, where, with Glenbrook Hollow being back. I'm so happy. I've been saying that every week, and I feel like a dick because, but, hey, it's 2022, and, everybody needs a break. Life needs a break. And I'm just glad I get to play again with these amazing folks. And tonight was so goddamn fun. I'll be back again on Thursday, same channel, most of these lovely people. Hopefully we'll have our Void game this week. If not, no worries. It's all good. But if not, Thursday. Come check me out there. That's the plan. And outside of that, I don't think I have anything else this week. So
perfect.
Yeah.
We'll shoot right over to Aris. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Hello, I am Eris Savad, pronouns are she, her. I make things like the dice trays that you can kind of see behind me and jewelry. You can find all the things that I make at erissavad.com. If you use the code Hot Dice Daddies, you get a nice discount.
That's true.
You can also find me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings on Gnome's channel. Gnome Brew is coming back tomorrow. We were out for a while because we were sick, but we are feeling better. So, if you want to wake the fuck up with me and Gnome in the morning, we'll have some coffee or whatever the hell's in your cup and, talk some shit.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah.
Brandy, same questions. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Hi, everybody. I am Brandy Rose at the Brandy Rose on Twitter. That will always have all my links on it. I am a podcast and talk show host and producer. My most recent shows are currently in production and coming out soon. So that'll be Chewing Gum for the Brain is a new podcast I'm a co-host on. That will be releasing soon. We've already recorded the first volume of episodes. Apart from that, if you put my name in Spotify, you will find all of my currently airing shows: Eat Crit, Cringe Warning, Camp Girl Interrupted, and another one. Wow. Okay. So I'm actually on 9 currently running talk shows that are in production and coming out. So you know what? Just put my name in there and go to my Twitter and you'll find all the links. Apart from that, I'm a podcast. I'm a TTRPG designer and game dev, and I do streams about that on my Twitch, Cutest Patoot. But I also talk about those on my Patreon, link for which are going to be found on my Twitter. And I'm a voice actor. And I between the last episode and now, I actually got picked up by the Jackson Agency. So if you ever want to hire me for voice acting things, they're the people to hit up for that. So yay, party. And apart from that, I'm a certified angel. And you should keep up with me on Twitter, where I post all the things that I do.
Hell freaking yeah. And last, but definitely least for splitting the party, Gnome, who are you? Where can I find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
This is my gift to you.
He literally split the party and then messaged me and said, "You're welcome for that." And I was like, great. I have for sure had that planned.
Definitely had that planned. Get fucking wrecked. What's up, everybody? My name is Gnome. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at NomeMedic. I don't know. I do a bunch of shit, but right now I really want to make an Animorphs game, so please become a patron over at my Patreon so I can pay people so we can play Animorphs. That's it.
Great.
Yeah.
You're welcome to tweet at Gnome and I, and also at Hot Dice Daddies, and maybe we'll do another episode.
Oh, Jesus. Can I just say, by the way, that as a 90s kid, I've only ever seen the book covers to Animorph. I absolutely have never read a single book
Same.
of those, nor watched a
You
single show of
Don't
those.
watch the show. Don't watch the show.
I
Read the books. They're very easy read. You're a big boy.
well,
And
We'll debate on that.
okay.
we're not in character anymore.
Oops.
Outstanding. On that note, we're going to get the hell out of here, do our after show. Again, if you guys want access to all of our behind the scenes cool stuff over on our Patreon, link for that down below. But for now, we will see you all next week. So from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.